Great, I'm live. Excellent. I don't think you can see anything except the great greenery behind me. I think my face is like almost entirely blacked out. Oh man, I'm outside today. Can't see anything, can you? If I turn this way, suddenly, oh, you can see me this way. I guess it's because there's not so much sky. What if I do this? Hold on. Welcome to the Thunderdome. Yeah, just all this just washes it out. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, look at my plugs. Ugh. I'm doing this without a cell phone. Oh, I understand the ease of cell phones, but I refused to live easily. Does this work? Yeah, you can't see anything, man. Okay. What about this way? How's this look? That works. That works fantastic. Too bad everything's over here. Ugh. The quality is going to be really bad today. I don't even know if you can hear me. So I'll talk up. And it's the moment I put the sky in the shot. You know what? We're going to go with it. You're not here to see me. There's no one here. Okay, so a few thoughts are in my head. So let Papa sit down and tell you things. Woohoo. Okay, he's okay. Strider's here. That's good. Okay. Went to work today on a Saturday, which is unusual for me. Really positive experience. I have learned I like having things to do. And usually on Saturdays, I have nothing to do. So it was a welcome change. Okay, we'll go with that. We'll go with the weird silhouette thing. We're rocking it. You're at work right now. It's very impressive. I wish I could work and be on YouTube. That would be really great. All right. I can see chat. Everything quality-wise is terrible because obviously I'm not in my my room. So I had a couple of like actual ideas in mind for today. I wanted to talk about a couple of things because last week, Quest for Creativity was kind of about mental blocks and having that creative block where you don't make any progress on something. And I was experiencing that really hard last week and even through most of this week. Started messing around with Hero System, which is a system to run tabletop RPGs. And it was super positive because it generated a lot of ideas that were very separate from my usual like world building ideas I keep in my notebook. It was very different and it wasn't connected to those. But somehow, some way, it all ended up connecting to the world building working with Hero. And I don't know. It's imagine a creative project is like drawing a picture. Or if you're not an artist, just imagine making a circle. And you start at one point, and like the way your brain wants to draw a circle is just from point A, go all the way around back to point A. It's just one continuous motion from beginning to end. It's really simple, really easy, really smooth. If you're an artist, then you might be more used to the idea of working on part of something, stopping and going. It's not Sunday. Did I say Sunday? Do I usually do them on Sunday? I don't know. Schedules are a thing. I don't know what they are. I thought I did them on Saturday. I don't know. Something's wrong with my head. If you're an artist, you're probably used to you're like, I'm gonna work on this part of the painting. I'm gonna work on this. I thought it was Saturday. Okay, it is Saturday. I think we can all agree it is Saturday. But maybe I usually do these on Sunday. What just moved in this chair? something rattled. I can only assume it's a snake. It's possible you don't see them till Sunday. Maybe your internet's just so slow. I almost fell. I'm doing them way earlier than I usually do on Saturday. I usually do them like Saturday night really late. But if you're an artist, you're probably used to working on part of a painting and then or a drawing, or part of it over here, and you just sort of touch on different things at different times. And I've learned that is just the approach to creativity. You can approach it as, I'm going to start in one place and I'm going to linearly march my way through the whole thing. You just can't do it. It doesn't work that way. Maybe, okay, you probably can do it that way. I can't do it that way. And that's the way my wanted to do them. Because I've always been a point A to point B person. It's just that's the circle. But I started working on it until it was making me sick. And I said, well, I'm going to still try to be creative every day, but I'm just going to tackle something else. So I started digging into a hero system for tabletop. One thing led to another, and I'm sitting there at lunch just yesterday, and all of a sudden, bam, all of it comes together. And I wish I could just talk about it all, but I know that people who watch these videos are also likely candidates to be in a tabletop campaign that I run. And if I just tell you all of the lore and world building I'm doing, it will literally ruin the story. However, if you have no plans to be in a tabletop campaign that I run, by all means, please ask me about my world building so I can tell you lore that literally will ruin the story if you're a part of it. Because I want to share it with everyone. I can't. A Warhammer type tabletop game. I need to dig into Warhammer. My friend Seth's huge into Warhammer, and he makes it sound really cool. Everything I've seen from it looks really cool. Everything I've been told sounds really cool. So Warhammer is on my list. It is on my list of things to enjoy. I also played Dungeons the Dragoning. Really interesting tabletop game that's based on Warhammer system. And it is crazy. And it's free. Like, it's not a system you've got to pay money for. You can find everything. Like, it's mostly community maintained right now. Dungeons the Dragoning is the name of it. And you can find so many materials. People have made custom classes, custom races, custom everything. If you have a concept, they have that. They've built every character from every media you can imagine. You can make JoJo characters with stands, with Hamon, with spin. You can make Deadpool's been made. Everything's been made. When I played Dungeons the Dragoning, I was painting. I will paint Warhammer figurines. What was I going to say? Oh no, my brain. Gone. I played in Dungeons the Dragoning, the one campaign we ran of it. I played a monkey race. Like, I was literally an ape that was sentient and could speak the common language. I was this like orangutan ape that used dual pistols with exploding ammunition. So literally like handheld grenade launchers, dual wielding them. And he was basically, he had no health, but he was super agility oriented. So he could move really well and can avoid attacks really easily. And so this orangutan alien basically flipped around the map, shooting people and blowing them up, but he would get killed really easy. And he told his partner in crime, which is this like 4-armed dude who had his heart ripped out. He said, he would always look at him. His name was Juno. Juno was my character. He'd say, hey, listen, if they kill me, can you just collect my tail and my head? And he said that because in game he was built off of a Deadpool character creation like kit, and he was essentially immortal and could regenerate from just a few molecules, but he wanted to keep the same face, and his tail was a prosthetic that he didn't want to. He didn't want to regrow his organic tail. He wanted to keep the really cool prosthetic tail that gave him like a really huge boost of parrying attacks. So if someone was attacking him in melee, he would just whip around and use his tail to like deflect their swords. It was awesome. It was incredible. Dungeons & Dragoning is nuts. But that was a big tangent because of Warhammer. But I was talking about creativity and just jumping all over the place. As you could probably tell by when I talk, that is just my modus operandi, that I just have to jump all over the place. And that can be really uncomfortable because, you feel like you're making progress. Huh? Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. It was a. What was I saying? What was I saying? There's tons of stuff over there. Anyway, what a way to get thrown off. What day is it? Warhammer is expensive to just get into, and I'm not saying that there's ways to get everything for free, but I am saying getting into Warhammer doesn't have to be as expensive as you think it is. That's all I'm gonna say. And Dungeons & Dragoning is out there, and there's other tabletop out there. And everyone knows a DM who has everything already, which is good, or knows someone who knows someone that's a DM that has everything. So yeah, I guess you get used to this model of linear creativity and production and things developing, and when they stop on one front, it's easy to think that that's not that it's over, that you reach a point where it's over and you have to stop the project. But starting somewhere else doesn't mean it's over. You can draw part of the circle, and it's non-traditional for a circle drawing. You can go somewhere else and draw part of it, and another part, and another part. Just dot it first, then come back later and fill it in. There's a lot of ways to do it, I guess, is the point, the overall message on that front. The other thing I wanted to say is, if you're being creative, write down everything. David Lynch has a bunch of talks about it, about like it's like catching a fish. Like you can't let it get away. Like the moment you have an idea, if you have something nearby that you can write it with, do it, because it'll escape, and then you'll never get it back. So that's the other piece of advice. Because if I hadn't written down everything and save it all and store it all away, I probably wouldn't be, or I wouldn't be making progress on this same project right now, which I am. So yeah, that's the two things for the day that I have really wanted to put in the quest for creativity. That you don't be discouraged with what seems like a non-traditional progress on a project, or non-linear progress on a project. And even if you think a project is dead in the water, keep it in your files. Keep it away somewhere, because it's probably going to come back around if you just are patient enough with yourself. Do I have anything else for the quest for creativity? I guess it just reinforces last week. We started to design a new D&D campaign, Pokemon or Naruto. What if you did both? And it was ninjas with Pokemon. I'm just saying. But yeah, I guess that's the quest for creativity, really. That is That is the stuff from this week. It sort of reconfirms or reaffirms what I was saying last week, that when a project isn't going your way, just put a pin in it, leave it there, and just say, I'll be back when the time is right. Go do something else. Maybe it'll connect. Maybe it'll become a separate project. I think really the core of the quest for creativity, which is maybe the first real thing I've discovered, is there is no blueprint. there is no way to be creative, and unless you just be creative, which we talked about that 2 or 3 weeks ago. Greninja's the final boss. Oh, what if you had to fight Pokemon with your ninja skills? What if you didn't catch the Pokemon, but you had to fight the Pokemon yourself, and you had the abilities? Isn't this just a Monster of the Week campaign now? Oh, it is. Okay, well, they can't all be winners. Unless you like Monster of the Week. Nothing against that. But yeah, I guess that's the discovery I've been making, is that there is no blueprint. There is no one way to be creative, even for one person. You might find what works best for you, but yeah, you're gonna have to just be patient with yourself. Everyone is Greninja. You are the Pokemon. Oh wait, isn't there a Pokemon game where you play as the Pokemon? Yes, there is. I remember playing it. God, what's the name of it? You like get together a team. Mystery Dungeon. That's it. That's the one I'm thinking of. Just make Mystery Dungeon with exclusively ninja themed Pokemon. There you go. Or martial arts Pokemon. Or just be Pokemon. That's what, man, that's what my brain's at now. That'd be fun. That'd be cool. Mystery Dungeon. Oh god, that'd be really cool to make Mystery Dungeon. Man, I was so into Mystery Dungeon for a while. A long time ago. It was such a cool concept. Man, Trent and Brody. Those are 2 people I haven't seen in a long time or heard from in a long time. Brody has messaged me before. I keep meaning to hang out with him. It's just our schedules are malaligned. Do I have anything else to say about creativity? Maybe that's it for creativity right now. Maybe that'll wrap up this quest for creativity today. Here is the weekly reminder to, at some point this week, if you don't already, do something creative. Make something. Draw a picture. Paint a painting. Write words. Form a new coalition of survivors. I don't know. Do something. Make something. Have a thing. Give birth to a thing. Let an idea pass through your brain and become something real. Give brain birth to your ideas. Is there anything else? I think that's it. So, what I'll do, because I realize I have lost contact with people who, from like high school, who are now watching the quest for creativity, because I guess now the notifications are coming through to people who followed me way back in the day or subscribed way back in the day. I am going to probably comment on this video my Discord handle so people can find me. I might even post I may make like a server for general creativity stuff, and just a place to hang out and be creative, and sort of, I guess, since the quest for creativity is where my energies have gone for right now, maybe just center it around that. Maybe this is the beginning of that second project I have going on for creating and cultivating a creative community. So that's what I'm going to do. Once I get off here, I'm going to go see what I was needed for earlier because I see all sorts of stuff strewn out in the driveway. Uh, I'm going to go work on that. And once I get that done, I will probably make a server and my Discord ID, post both in a comment. I will at you, Tyler. I'll at you, mention you in the comment if I can figure out how that works, which I think is simple. And anyone else who watches this, if you do watch it, feel free to join me on Discord. I'm not very active except in evenings. So everyone have a good weekend. Enjoy your week ahead. And again, this is not a suggestion. Be creative this week at some point. That's it. I guess I'll wait my 5 seconds. I don't usually stream it on this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.